Night arrives, and the full moon rises, bathing the earth in silver light. Suddenly, a cry of anguish pierces the night, as a helpless soul undergoes a terrifying transformation. Their bones break and reform, coarse fur grows, claws emerge, teeth sharpen, and their face distorts into something monstrous. This is the werewolf, a creature of myth, embodying fear, strength, and brutality. If I were to ask you about a werewolf, most of you would probably have a pretty good idea of what it is, even if you've never read the stories or seen the movies. You'd likely tell me it's a person who can transform into a wolf. Something about a full moon, and the classic idea that a silver bullet can kill them. The werewolf is a powerful figure in horror and dark fantasy, feared for its enormous size, strength, speed, and unrelenting stamina. Its senses are sharp, its claws and teeth are deadly, and it hunts both man and beast without mercy. A werewolf is nearly invulnerable to most physical attacks, making it a terrifying adversary. There are various ways to become one: curses from witches or shamans, enchanted clothing, magical potions, drinking water from a wolf's paw print, or most famously, being bitten by one and surviving. Once a person is cursed with lycanthropy, they are condemned to roam the earth, immune to aging and disease, forever wreaking havoc. The only known remedies to stop a werewolf's rampage are wolfsbane and a silver bullet, which, when used, cause the werewolf to revert back to its human form upon death. Werewolves are a central figure in folklore, but where did these legends begin? Stories of people turning into animals date back to the Stone Age, spanning across Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. In the Northern Hemisphere, wolves were feared and admired for their strength, endurance, and sharp senses, making them the perfect embodiment of power and savagery in ancient stories. The idea of a human merging with a wolf symbolized the terrifying loss of civilization, giving way to a primal, chaotic force. The oldest tale of a human transforming into a wolf appears in Mesopotamian mythology in the Epic of Gilgamesh, where a woman curses her former lover, turning him into a wolf. Greek mythology tells of King Lycaon, who, after attempting to trick Zeus into eating human flesh, is transformed into a wolf along with his family. From this myth, we get the term lycanthropy, the belief in the power to turn into a wolf. Similar stories appear throughout history, with characters like Herodotus' description of the Nurians, a tribe that shapeshifts into wolves, and Roman tales of soldiers transforming under the full moon. In Norse myth, the Volsunga sagas tell of a father and son who use magical wolf pelts to become wolves for 10 days, causing a chaos and violence until the father unwittingly injures his son. Even the beloved tale of Little Red Riding Hood carries undertones of lycanthropy, with the wolf disguising itself as a human to deceive and devour. In Blackfoot legend, a man, saved by wolves, is cursed with a wolf-like appearance and seeks vengeance on his wives. And in Louisiana, Cajun folklore speaks of the rougarou, or lougarou, a person transformed into a werewolf after a curse or transgression, cursed to kill for 101 nights before passing the curse on to someone else. These stories often share common themes: transformation from human to beast, acts of violence, and the consumption of human flesh. While they may seem like mere fiction today in ancient times, people believed such creatures were all too real. In the Middle Ages, during the witch hunts, werewolf accusations were rampant, with thousands of individuals tortured and executed for allegedly being werewolves. People were often accused based on superstition, or for being outcasts, or scapegoats for misfortune. Some were accused because They were thought to have made pacts with the devil or used magic to transform into wolves, committing horrific acts of murder in their animal form. Killing a werewolf isn't easy, though. While a werewolf's human form can be killed in the usual ways, their regenerative abilities make it tough to stop them if you don't act fast. Silver is often seen as the werewolf's weakness, with silver bullets or blades being a reliable way to kill them. Wolfsbane can slow them down or even kill them if injected directly into their heart. The best time to kill a werewolf is when they're in their human form. But since werewolves can transform at will, this is harder than it sounds. The modern concept of the werewolf, as we know it today, largely originates from Hollywood, particularly the 1941 film The Wolf Man, which popularized the idea of transforming under a full moon. The notion of being bitten by a werewolf and becoming one was introduced by Hollywood as folklore described transformation through magical means, not bites. The idea of silver being lethal to werewolves, as well as the famous line from the Wolf Man poem, cemented their place in horror mythology. Films such as An American Werewolf in London, 1981, and The Howling explored psychological and sensual aspects of lycanthropy, while other movies like Helsing and Underworld pitted werewolves against vampire covens or monster hunters. Over the years, werewolves have appeared in countless works of fiction, from books to films and comics. Their enduring popularity with horror fans may stem from the unique aspect of the werewolf curse. The transformation is only temporary, making the creature human most of the time. Unlike other monsters, the werewolf's full beastly appearance adds a layer of terror and intrigue. The image of a person painfully changing into a ravenous wolf, prowling the night under the full moon, continues to haunt the imaginations of people worldwide, from ancient myths to modern-day horror films. Finally, why are werewolves so popular? It's partly because they embody the strong, assertive, rugged, alpha male qualities that many people find attractive, whether in male or female werewolf characters. The werewolf-vampire rivalry, often seen in movies like Underworld, also contributes to their appeal. Some people just enjoy the idea of giant, scary monsters, and others find a werewolf's inner conflict, struggling between humanity and their primal instincts, relatable. Werewolves represent the hidden darkness inside everyone, the untapped inner beast, waiting to escape. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it to help the channel grow. If you have any thoughts or ideas for future videos, feel free to share them in the comments.